When you go online to purchase an engine for your boat, lawnmower, or car, you see only the result of a complex manufacturing and design process. The many facets of such processes must be carefully calculated and decided for each company. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Cisnowski, and together with Joey Gualiardi and Dean Palmer, we have compiled some aspects of a mock facility whose product will be marine diesel engines. The first thing to decide when creating a manufacturing facility is what our mission and goals are going to be. We've decided that our mission would be to manufacture quality marine diesel engines that aptly perform our customers' demands. This means we obviously want quality machines that we're going to be selling to people. Our goal in creating this facility is to have an efficient process that's going to create machines that's going to be the best profit for us as well as the best benefit to our customers. And our objective is that these customers can use our product for small commercial fishing and tugboats. A deeper look into what our potential customers would basically be anyone who would need use of a marine diesel engine. This could be companies whose mission is to buy and sell marine engines commercially and privately. It could be private customers for personal use. Say you have a boat and you need a new engine for it because your old one is leaking, then you could possibly come to us. The U.S. Coast Guard obviously uses lots of boats and lots of marine diesel engines as well. And lastly, we could also sell to commercial fishing companies. These altogether will build our customer base for which we will produce our diesel engines.
Next, we have some manufacturing information. So first we have the demand, which we were originally given to be 1,000 engines per month, and we take that out to be 50 engines per day. Next, we're looking at work hours per week, and we calculate that out to find that we have 160 hours per week if workers are working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for about 4 weeks a month. Takt and cycle time, we take that out and find that we have 9.6 minutes per unit. And then finally, for the minimum number of workstations, we divide the total of our task times by our takt time in order to see that we'll have around 9 workstations. Moving on, we have forecasts and aggregate planning strategy. So based on our forecasts, we've seen that in spring months, there's typically a 5% increase in the demand for diesel engines and a 10% increase in summer months. And this could be due to a variety of factors, more people wanting to buy boats during that time. And also we're using a level workforce strategy where essentially we're needing an average of the same amount of workers. So we're not really hiring or firing, just keeping that same amount, as well as we're just doing it by month. And so we're taking it month by month, planning out ahead, but looking at it month by month for the demand we have and basing our numbers off that. Next, we have machines information. So here we essentially compiled a list of the different machines that we would need for the manufacturing process of the engines. As you can see on the very left, we have the different machines that are needed, different conveyors and presses and tooling and robots and such. The next column is deciding whether or not we want to lease that machine per month or to purchase that, what would be more fiscal for us. Next, we have estimated cost, and that's multiplied by the quantity of how many of those machines we would need for a total cost per month or just for a one-time purchase. In our last column, we have a source column just for our estimated prices that we've taken from other sources.
Here we have a continuation of different equipment we'll need. As you notice, on the furthest left column, we have things like pallet trucks, forklifts, conveyors, and trucks, and other kinds of things who are not necessarily part of the manufacturing process, but are necessary for storage, shipping, and other kinds of things that are necessary. The next column, we have a buy or lease decision. In some cases, it is cheaper to lease it on a monthly basis rather than to buy it new. In this case, we have decided which ones we're going to buy and which ones we're going to lease, and then we have estimated a cost for those things.
Moving on, we have our parts list. As you can see in the bottom left corner, we have laid out our entire price list for our different sub-assembly groups. Each one, this is just a snip of the entire database that will be attached with our project. However, as you can see, there's a couple sub-assembly groups in yellow that are then beneath them is their parts list with the number of their part, a brief description of their part, more detailed description, and then the quantity of how many are needed for that part. And as you can see, we have one zoomed in here so that you can kind of see what that is like. And we budgeted it out, and we found that $50 is how much we have for each assembly. And that's how much we need to make sure we're producing the parts to go into that assembly under. And if we're going under that, we'll be making money. But over that, we'll actually be losing money. Next, we have the precedence diagram. As you can see on the very left, we have the tasks listed down. And in the middle, we have the name of each of these tasks, as well as the time that each of these tasks will take. The precedence essentially just goes in order, one task after another, as they need to be assembled one after another since they all come together to make the engine. We also have comments on the side. As you can see, some take 0 minutes to produce because they will actually be purchased separately as separate assemblies, or will be done in a separate